With making that observation, I just made a little comparison there between engineering and manufacturing. Engineering work requires single variable, ontologically defined depiction of the whole of the object. That is what I would call a primitive. In contrast, manufacturing work requires multivariable, holistic description of parts of the object, which I would call a composite. And this is analysis. The one-dimensional decomposition really helpful for manufacturing. You decompose it out of small parts, pieces. You can implement them faster and cheaper. But this has to do with synthesis. The engineering has to do with normalizing everything, making sure there is integration, flexibility, interoperability, and so on. So if all you do is a one-dimensional decomposition, you have analysis, that's really good for implementation purposes, but it's no good for engineering purposes. You have to deal with the issue of synthesis as well, and which requires a two-dimensional schema, two-dimensional. In fact, the word normalization was not even in our vocabulary until Fred Scott came up with a relational two-dimensional schema model, basically. So you have to deal with both. It's not either or, it's an and issue. This is the current paradigm, the manufacturing paradigm. This is where we've been living for the last 5, 7 years. This is the new paradigm. Okay, so fundamentally, the new paradigm here, like trying to graphically depict it, engineering representations are single variable, only one thing in the picture, whereas a composite and manufacturing view, you take one part and you have to have the identification of the functionality of the geometry, of the operating responsibility of time, and the design objective. That's for one part. So there's two different kinds of representations. You have the engineering representation, which are single variable primitive model, and the manufacturing representation, which is a composite. This is the implementation view. This is the engineering view. This is analysis. This is synthesis, basically. So basically, this is the total set of descriptive representations, primitives that are relevant for describing or creating any complex object. Just